One, and we're live.
All right, welcome everyone to session 31 of The Space Between, and we'll pick up with session 30 recap by Bo.
Okay. Well, we had to wait for about a week or so to get the ship all fixed from Eva's fixins. Good thing all the work could wait until everything was fixed up. In the meantime, Eva and me got some fancy eye upgrades and panspectral optics. Keep Eva from trying to run around and bore the dry dock workers to tears. Sherry invited her to come along to a big old robot presentation. I decided to tag along to mend fences with Cherry and Daisuke. And because Eva was going to be there, and anyway, the presentation bored me to tears, but I did pocket a bunch of pastries for Cherry, sent an apology gift to her folks. Now on to our next jobs, and Phyllis.
Dun dun dun! All right, well said, Bo. So yeah, with
I do have
that,
to ask though, did Bo ever apologize, or did he just leave a plate of desserts outside of Cherry's room?
He has not yet. I figured we could finally get that in this session whenever it's a
yeah,
good time to sneak it in.
once you get off the ground and depths of space, there's plenty of distractions and it can kind of just get slipped in. Yeah, so I think we can maybe pick up, and like I said, I can just kind of narrate some of these wrap-up events here on Loy Nuda before you get off the ground. So yeah, the repairs have gone off without a hitch, especially given the crew's distracting of Eva time and again to give the workers some space. And the most notable blip on the repairs was one day when you all had to be evacuated, and the the dock master and all his repair crew were suited up and issuing a hazardous materials warning to everyone as they swapped out some parts related to critical spike drive function that
Eva in the background. It's not that dangerous.
It just tastes a little funny, that's all.
You're welcome.
But yeah, that may or may not have coincided with the day that they upgraded her drill catalyst fluid.
No,
But anyway, days pass and the ship is spick and span, newly maintained. All sorts of consoles looking bright and clean. That fresh clacking with the keys. And the flooring and the walls all looking ship shape and as they should. Almost feels like rolling a newly detailed used car off the lot. It smells fresh and everything. But also you can all stand by as Terry's mom arrives alongside a grav truck loaded with supplies, or a few grav trucks probably, offloading medical supplies that you're delivering to the the uplift mission on Phylus, which is it's been given kind of a semi-permanent little spot outside one of the larger cities on Phylus. And while this is all this unloading is going on, your complement of refugees is dropped off as well. It's a few individual people and then one small family, husband, wife, and a child. And they all come with a little bit of luggage and clutching their relocation packets from
And a whole lot of baggage.
Yeah. And you all can show them to their quarters. One of the couple of the previously unused crew quarters have been dusted out and cleaned out so that they can be used again. And
Wow, with some of these repairs, Eva can actually sleep in her room now.
true.
I'm going to argue that she was always able to sleep in her room. It just required her actually clearing out her tools.
Oh, that's right. She did actually have a room. I forgot. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I thought that she had given up a room so that she could have passengers, but no, we've clearly narrated that she's had a room. My bad.
Yeah, man. Let's see. And then I believe Cherry has a friend who's also who's also being given passage on the ship.
Yep.
Has he now basically met the crew? Can we say this is, if he hasn't already, this is him being
We're
introduced
just
to
going to
whoever
hand
else?
wave that. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, that it's done. So remind us what we would know about him.
Cherry met him through a mutual friend. He was interested in getting some work as a pilot, and he's also knowledgeable in rudders, and basically kind of a jack of all trades.
Very cool. Alrighty. So, yeah. So then he'll also have a place to bunk. Sarah Lloyd makes a stop by to bid you all good luck on your travels and let you know that you're welcome to stop by and pay her a visit if you come back Loe Nuda way. And even Atlas comes by to see you all off. Thank you again for your help in getting him somewhere that's a little more his speed.
Nice.
Seems to be adjusting well. He's wearing very nice clothing, including boots. That and just seems to be enjoying his stay so far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in short order, the supplies are loaded, leaving the narrow walkway around the edges of the cargo bay, which the dart setup eats into a little bit of that on one side, but still passable, if not maybe technically up to safety standards. Still room to get around the stuff, but the cargo bay is full, and the crew quarters are full. Stocked up on supplies, and life support system is topped off. Fuel tanks are full. You are ready to rock and roll. And
Woohoo.
so, without further ado, Loenuda Traffic Control gives you the green light to take off and blast off into the stars. Start heading for the edge of the system to make a spike drill to the Harvario system and Phylus.
Are we going
Alright.
straight there?
That was the first stop.
Okay, I couldn't
on the,
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got your 2 of your 3 missions that you've decided to undertake are on Phylus. One being delivering the refugees, and the other to deliver the medical supplies.
Did Cherry get to pilot, or did someone else?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume Cherry's piloting, unless she
Okay, cool.
wanted somebody else to do it.
Eva's
I
leaving the
think
piloting
would
to
like-
Jerry and all the piloting decisions.
Nope.
Yeah. I will say, yeah, as you are, or shortly after you take off,
Nope.
Ryu pays a visit to the bridge, and goes up to Cherry and just hands her a small envelope.
Is it marked or unmarked, or
Nope, unmarked.
would Cherry know what this is about, or
Not necessarily. She
Okay.
wasn't expecting this,
okay?
but he would just hand it to her and make as though to leave the bridge again.
Is this like something you couldn't say to my face, or
Oh no, it's he looks slightly uncomfortable, but then he goes back over and he leans down and tries to quietly whisper to her. He says, "It's from your father. He didn't want me to give it to you until you'd taken off."
Ooh, juicy? Okay. Okay. Great. Didn't know you were working for my dad. She'll
He like,
look, give him an eyebrow, like,
whoa. Like, hey, no, I didn't say that.
Old Mr. Nark up in here.
she'll cross her arms and give him a look.
He puts his hands up defensively. Says, "Look, Cherry, credits are credits. What do you
So
want me
he
to say?
paid you to give me a letter?
I mean, just not a lot, just a little bit.
All right, whatever. Thanks.
You know, in between jobs,
Mm-hmm.
cut me some slack."
Uh-huh. Don't get too used to getting cut slack. And she'll start to open the letter. We don't have to have the contents read out loud now, but she'll
Yeah,
definitely change her attention.
yeah. When he sees her opening a letter, he's like, he bounces.
Okay. Since it's a letter, I can do that later. We don't have to do that right now.
Okay.
So we take off.
You take off.
Woo! So exciting.
So yeah, Cherry I guess Sherry's gonna read that letter and keep it to herself for now.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Let's see. I have pinned the message in out of character planning that has the 3 jobs you guys are currently on.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, so we have a bit of downtime on the ship now. I'm about to record.
Sherry would be giving the refugees a very limited tour and review of the ship. Basically,
Okay.
here's the mess hall. If you're really nice, Bo will help cook stuff for you. He's very good. Don't talk to him outside of the mess hall though, or you'll regret it. And let's see, what else would she be saying? She'd show them the cargo bay. That would be, any spare space there is.
Mhm.
They could use that space. Trying to think if there's anything else. She can't really think of much, but anything that they would need to know about, she would try and let them know.
All right, I got you. All right. Now let me see here. I'm assuming you always want to trim the course as long as it's not it doesn't introduce any risk failure, right? That's
That's
been
the important emphasis. Yes.
yeah, that's been the practice.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure because you've got the. I always have to double check this because I forget which level does what, but I'm pretty sure you have the auto succeed on anything 10 or below. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means as long as you have a recent rudder, which in this case you do, and you're not doing anything wild, and it's a short dealio, then yeah, you can definitely trim the course and make it a shorter trip by, what are we talking? By a day? Yeah, by a day.
Sweet.
Yeah, the in system, we haven't really. I don't usually ask you about that unless you like have a reason to be rushing within a system. So I don't usually ask because that's always like a skill check, and it's like it's good if you succeed, but it can take like twice as long if you fail or something. So feels like a trade-off that you guys haven't usually been interested in risking. So all right.
I think we just don't want to risk slowing down the game unnecessarily.
True.
Maybe,
yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong on that, but since we don't get much play time, we want to not unnecessarily risk that. So
Exactly.
I can recall one time where we made an unnecessary risk and it didn't pay off.
Oh, really?
Not in this campaign.
just to use a random, non-specific.
We nearly died that time.
Okay, that was a different sort of risk. That was very true, though. that was one way to learn the lesson about double and triple checking your course before you make it. Yeah, you guys can commit to this course with no risk of failure. And you have about 4 days total between traveling to the edge of Loy Nuda, doing your spike drill, and then going from the edge of the Harvario system. Yeah, notably, the transitions in and out of drill space are free of any sensory changes. And
Just have
you
a
have,
short, small vignette. Sorry, did not
say
mean
what
to
about?
pause you there, but when there's an opportunity, I've got a short, small vignette.
Oh, got you. Okay, that took me a second to interpret what you meant. Like, were you asking me to give a small vignette?
Oh, you can if you want. In fact, now I want one. No, I'm kidding.
No, but
We the people demand more vignettes.
yeah, the ship mess definitely feels a little bit more crowded as you've got an extra 7 people. Actually,
It was a
I
good
guess
idea to
8?
get the extended cabins or the extended life support. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, because you guys there's the 4 of you. Sorry, the 5 of you. Pete doesn't take up life support stuff though.
Woo, go Pete, MVP.
And
the only one conscious when it goes down.
and then you've got Ryu plus 7 refugees, filling you out to 12 people on the life support system. So yeah,
Nice.
it's a busy happening place. Lots of passing people in the hallways, and you know, the kid, occasionally running up and down the halls, thumping on the floor plates.
Carrie has sent a very stern message to the entire crew about no throwing knives or darts while there are children on board.
Joe is teaching the child to throw knives.
Oh no.
Yeah. And yeah, I imagine the mother catches finds Bo at one point as Bo quickly conceals the knife that he was just trying to teach the kid how to balance, and yeah, to try to play it off. It's like, oh yeah, I found him wandering around down here in the cargo bay. Just about to bring it back to you.
I'm sure she'd just be thankful.
Say what?
I was going to say, I'm sure she'd just be thankful that someone was helping to keep her son busy on a small ship during interstellar travel. I mean, I'm sure depending on the age of the kid, but still, you know what I mean?
Room.
Zeke's telling another that being a doctor isn't in the cards.
But yeah, so they've got you got a lot of more moving parts on the ship, but yeah, so everybody seems pleased with the trip. Go ahead, and Dex, if you got a vignette, I just remembered you had a vignette you wanted to
I'll
share.
throw that in here real quick. It doesn't have to be a whole scene, of course, but early on in the trip, somebody, either Cherry or Pete, probably, because I don't think Zeke or Bo would bother to to notify her. Cherry Pete sees Eva with her planning board in her little corner of the workshop where she keeps it, and she's planning out a big old tour of the ship for all the guests. This is after Cherry has already given them a tour, by the way, and it is, as with most things Eva, way too much and just unnecessary. And I just imagine that somebody tells her, "Hey, Cherry already gave them the tour," and she just kind of looks between that person, that character, her board, then kind of stands there and thinks for a second. Says, "That means I have to go be a captain." Huh.
If Cherry, can you guys hear me all right with this, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. If Cherry walks in on that and sees that or hears that exchange, she would say, "Oh, Eva, I'm so glad I ran into you because I wanted to run something by you, but I needed like your thoughts on it first."
Of course.
I was thinking, especially because we have some really young kids on board, if we had a special meet the captain lunch, and it could be that they can come and like ask you any questions that they might have about how being a captain is or how you built your ship or things like that.
Oh
So
gosh,
they
I
don't
have to
go into like
research.
too much detail about like the specifics of some of the things you did for the ship, just like big picture with ship building. Maybe just stick to like, like the captain part of it, maybe. Like maybe just that. Maybe just talk about space and space travel in general. Because, like they've been through a lot. Maybe just tell them about the repairs. Focus on like what we've done
I
recently.
don't think any of them are going to understand the astrophysics of space travel, but I can
Right.
try.
So it takes someone really smart to be able to explain really smart to little kids. And I was like, I bet Eva would be really good at that. But I just
Oh
didn't know if
no.
it was in your comfort zone.
Jerry gets wrong.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. I was just
Really?
thinking it was I had this big tour planned, and then I found out that you did it, and weirdly
Oh,
relieving. Like,
okay. Yeah. I'm so
wow, people
sorry.
do things for me now.
Yeah. You're the boss.
Yes, I am. Huh. I'll think about the speech. I think
Um,
maybe.
so not a speech, a meet and greet.
Oh
So
yes.
you would be receiving questions. Think about it like that like nerdy robot thing we went to with Daisuke. Think it about it like that, like where you accept questions and you answer them, but then you keep your answers just a little shorter so you can get more questions.
But if they're shorter, they're less complete.
That's okay because then you'll allow them to come up with more questions.
I suppose
And then
that's a good idea.
you're helping them to develop questioning. Got it, got it. So you're going to be like one of your professors that helped you to develop
Hmm.
your curiosity and like your drive for wanting answers.
That's true. They did answer incessant questions. All good questions, of course. So they
Yeah,
should
I'm
have been
sure.
answering them.
Yes. But sometimes it's good to leave some room for someone to explore, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'll prepare some notes on some questions I think they're probably going to ask.
Do you want any like any um
assistants there with you? Like, would you like Pete there with you? And maybe they'd like, because like kids, especially kids who have been on Lohainu Da, might find robots really cool.
And also because
Or
he's been on more ships than I have.
oh yeah, that
I mean,
could
not
be
more
really
ships, but more ships in
yeah.
space and drilling.
I just wanted to go ahead and do the tour because that's something that I can do. But like something like this, I can't do that. That's a special Eva thing, you know?
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Well,
I
thank
kind
you
of
so
feel
much.
like Pete walks by right as they're mentioning Pete could talk to the kids. He's like, wait, what?
Voluntold.
I like back out of the room and go hide.
I would love to know if any of us notices him before he backs out of the room.
I doubt it. Well, I'll roll though. Well, I have
I mean,
all.
do you want me to roll sneak?
Yeah, I have all the confidence that you can pull it off. Let's see it.
I don't actually. What is that attribute for? Wisdom?
Fantastic.
I'd say Dex for this.
Yeah,
He's
trying
to dodge real quick without moving too
Wow, that's
fast.
with the -1. So
Yeah,
that's just a natural 8.
yeah.
I
No,
expected
Eva
to
doesn't
bomb
notice.
that.
He's become well aware of how to avoid Eva, I think.
I think he's just well aware of how to avoid being voluntold.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's Zeke up to?
I just wanted a small vignette showing Eva realizing that she's not doing literally everything on the ship. And that people just are taking the initiative and doing things that she might have, either told someone to do or done herself.
Yeah, I got you.
I thought it was a cool moment when Danielle said that she gave the tour, because I was thinking, yeah, Eva would have probably wanted to do that, and this is how she's going to react.
Noah, what are you doing?
I feel like Zeke would have off screen been looking for materials to read over on different teachings of psionic abilities or really anything old, mysterious that he could have read to maybe learn more about things he ought not be learning about. That's something we didn't close the loop on, Ben, if he did have any success in that front.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. We did not close the loop on that. I can.
Ooh, quick question, Avery. Quick question for Avery. Is that something that Cherry would have known Zeke was looking for from their previous travels together, or no?
Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't have expressed in full detail exactly what he was trying to accomplish, but he would have given her a general idea of what he was looking for.
Okay, all right. Then could I also roll to see if I found anything on the Lohainu Da while I was there?
Okay, you can try. Ooh, I don't know who's. Somebody's getting like some reverb there. Yeah, if you think Cherry would have participated in the search,
Okay, sorry, just real quick. I'm gonna turn on my camera so you guys can see what Noah found and what that terrible sound was.
uh-oh. If he managed what I think he managed,
It's a frozen Bluetooth microphone.
oh,
Frozen Bluetooth microphone. That's what my child found it on.
oh goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, it looks like your camera's off.
Just
but
tell you
that's-
verbally. You don't need the camera for that.
Yeah. Uh, oh goodness. Okay.
Was Cherry rolling to help, or was Cherry rolling a separate?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I feel like a help roll would be the right way to do that. She could roll with like her connect, probably.
Okay.
Zeke rolled a 9.
I can
before
do that.
Just FYI.
What'd you say?
Zeke rolled a 9 before that help. Just FYI.
Okay. And now I roll connect then?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll it. Usually I could do it the other way around, but that's fine. Yeah, in this
Sherry's
case,
been
it
sweet talking some friends.
works out perfectly. Get you to a 10. So yeah, but Cherry's able to she's able to pull
Connect
some
you with some
strings and yeah, get you to somebody who knows where to find the older, less less publicly available / cataloged archives. And
It's an ebook shop.
Are we talking only editions? Like only first editions?
oh, um,
Because they
yeah,
didn't
man,
republish it?
yeah, this is like some of this is even like unpublished kind of draft sort of stuff that never broadly distributed. And yeah, I'll say it's mostly going to be the kind of stuff that ends up being a nothing burger, or just kind of like ramblings or musings of people who didn't necessarily know anything that special, but thought they had something to write. And because it's related to psionics, it's been the extra effort has been taken to try to preserve it, since all the great teachers of old are long gone, and people grasp at any straw they can find to try to learn. So Zeke ends up reading through a lot of these more kind of fringe materials to try to dig up some sort of mention or hint at something that he might be able to make use of. And also, he was able to get some of that to bring it along with him. There's the quantity is such that it'll take him some time to parse through all of it. But he's definitely got some reading material for his spare
conspiracy
time.
theory he might have read.
Sorry, come again?
What's the most believable conspiracy theory he might have read?
Yeah, so far, he's read he's read a theory. It had to do with the origin of the scream, and conspiracy theory was that the Terran Mandate was in cahoots with some other alien race trying to gain access to some sort of psychic superweapon, and it backfired on them and caused the scream.
Okay. It's in my notes.
And that particular text is of note to Zeke. It's one that's got some things that are a little harder to parse. Seems like the author claimed to be a precognitive who in some sections goes rambling a bit, and and we'll jump subjects or apparently scenes without any transition, so it takes some extra effort to understand.
So he's reading his books.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's got some material. We'll make that a little side project of his. That'll be a good way to handle that. All right. So, any other stuff that the crew would be getting up to in transit here before we return to real space in Harvario's system?
Nothing for me.
Yeah, I think both would use this as a time to find Jerry and apologize.
Oh.
Okay. Do we want to how do we want to start that scene, or are we wanting to? I'm assuming we're not wanting to hand wave that in the background.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just out and about at the moment.
It's all right. Danielle, you ready for this scene?
Uh-oh.
You are muted, by the way.
All right, hi, I'm back. Yeah, I muted myself because I was setting Noah up in a pack and play in the loft with Miss Rachel's bedtime songs playing. So
Oh, got you.
anyway, yeah, I'm ready for that. Sure.
Okay. So yeah, I guess Ethan, whenever you're ready, you can set the scene for us about where Bo is going to find a cherry to initiate this apology.
Well, so y'all let me know if at any point you can hear Miss Rachel playing in the background.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think he'd wander around the ship for a while looking for Cherry. I don't know. I guess probably find her up in the bridge, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's safe to say. She's probably showing Ryu some things about their new rudder, or they're two different rudders that they're working from.
Okay. I guess yeah, he'd ask Ryu's like,
Which,
hey,
just a side note, Ben, that Ryu is not the kind of person to want conflict. So if he senses any kind of tension there, he's gonna probably exit stage left with some
oh yeah.
concocted reason real fast.
Perfect. That's actually good, because that had been my impression. I'd kind of pegged him that way, and I'm glad to have that confirmed.
Yeah, and Bo was gonna say, hey, you mind I talked to Cherry for a bit.
Yeah,
of
course. Yeah, you good? I need to go check on something anyway.
Cherry would roll her eyes.
Oh yeah, powder your nose and all that.
Yeah, one of the refugees had a thing. Yeah.
Oh, what thing?
He exits the fridge.
What do you want, Bo?
I just wanted to say that I was sorry about, well, all that stuff with your folks and all.
She's going to look at first a little shocked and then a little confused, but then realize what he's deemed the things you said about my folks, or the way you treated my folks, or just see all of the above.
I guess all that.
Well, are you used to saying sorry to people?
No.
Oh, well then, I'm proud of the effort you took. Thanks for taking the time. I know that my plan can be a lot. I mean, it's part of the reason I left. It's not really the life I want. So in your face, just over the top, and I know I'm kind of describing myself, but it's, you know what I. They're still my. So thanks for the apology.
Yeah. I I get all that. I guess.
She's gonna look really awkward. So was that plate of smushed desserts from you, or can I assume that Eva has started lining her pockets with Ziplocs as well?
Oh yeah, all them pastries. Yeah, I grabbed a bunch of them. Seeing as that boba didn't work out as a good apology gift.
I'm loving trying to imagine Bo's posture right now. Like what's he doing with his hands? How's he standing? He's giving me big like hands all the way in pockets, like just kicking at nothing on the floorboards kind of vibes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Can you tell us how Bo would be posturing, I guess?
I guess pretty much like that, but yeah, also looking like he would be ready to bolt out of the room at a moment's notice. He was expecting Cherry to still be a lot more angry.
He's like, yeah, ready for a different reaction, and now he's like not totally sure how to. He's
Yeah.
like, I
So,
didn't practice for this scenario.
real quick, back to the situation where they've been awkwardly staring at each other in silence, shuffling around. Sherry would, after a second, ask, Bo, do you like, I don't know, not hate me?
I don't hate you. I like all
Great.
y'all well enough. I mean, it's more than anybody else I worked with for.
Do you want to know something?
But
I don't hate you either. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you're a huge pain in the, well, anyway, I don't hate you, and you don't hate me. And we're both human,
and I get it that everyone deals with their baggage differently. So thanks for the dessert and the apology and for not hating me. And I'll try not to pop off at you if you try not to pop off at me. So, like, mutual respect and all that. Sound good?
I think I can work with that.
Solid. Because I got some really cute some grips for my soul and I really don't know how to put them on.
Oh yeah,
But
I can help you.
I've been
Yeah.
not asking you out of control for multiple days.
Yeah, I can help you get them on. And
Do you think that my holster could be pink or is that too far?
I mean, you can do all kind of custom stuff with your. I guess well, I didn't make this one, but mine,
She
some fella
immediately
even put
starts pulling up tabs on her compad that she'd been looking at buying off of Spacies.
He'll show the holster for Black Betty that had, somebody had worked it to where they had a hip flask in this thing.
All right, cool. Fade to black.
Yeah.
End of
But I
conversation.
think I guess he did have a bit. So I guess after talking gun modifications and how they could bedazzle her holster or whatever,
Mhm.
that he'd pause for a little bit and then say, "So you're different from your folks, ain't you?"
She'd look a little sad for a second. I mean, I like to think I'm not that different. Sometimes, I mean, I like to think that my parents would have done the same if I'd had the same thoughts as me. But yeah, probably different.
They still
But just
like you
different
good.
ideas. They're still trying to do the best with what
They still like you pretty good, don't they?
she'll kind of have a painful wince at that. She glances over her pile of papers, envelope from her dad. Yeah, I mean, okay for the most part. Why do you ask?
Oh, it's don't worry about it. It's just, I guess, good to know that your folks still like you, even though you're different.
They may not like the decisions I make. My mom thinks I'm needlessly flashy, and my dad thinks I'm needlessly risky.
I don't know if you could ever be too flashy.
She flashes him a cherry grin. That is my tagline. You know, it's actually not, but I could make it a tagline.
Yeah, you could slap that on a punch card.
I'm not giving you royalties, though.
That one's free. And then yeah, he'll wander
Oh.
off. Yeah.
Next time you feel like yelling, just do it at.
Sorry, you gotta do that what?
Next time you feel like yelling, just try not to do it at us. Okay?
Yeah. Save it for the folks that deserve it, I guess.
And I'll also try to not yell at you as much, I guess. At least I won't yell at you when I can. Only when I don't.
I don't know if I'd know what to do with myself if you wasn't yelling at me.
She'll roll her eyes and start looking at gun holsters again. All right, go teach children irresponsible habits or something, whatever you were up
Oh,
to.
we're getting pretty good at knife throwing. But now we've been playing jacks now. They're kicking my butt at that.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe teach them how to cook or something. You know, valuable life
dangerous.
skills. That's dangerous. End scene.
A little hot oil, man. I'll get you. All right. Very good. Like that scene a lot. All right. And that brings us to a couple days later, being ready to re enter real space on the Harvario system. And yeah, everyone, upon re-entering real space, absent of the now nearly customary change to sight and smell, and taste, feels almost strange.
I don't think Eva
yeah.
even notices that we've entered real space.
Yeah, she just it's even the physical transition is a little smoother than it has been before, or I should say maybe a lot smoother. Yeah, possible to even overlook. It's but
The actual lamentations of children.
but
Dead.
on the bridge, the ship is hailed by apparently a Harvarian signal, and you also immediately notice there's the transponder of it's apparently a small refueling station, and a handful of very small signals from Harvarian fighters. Perhaps they're they seem even a bit small for fighters, but you are being hailed by one of them.
Yep.
And yeah, just it's a pretty standard hail, asking the Swallowtail to state its business in Harvario space.
Yeah, I'm rolling with it. Eva doesn't even know that we've finished our drill yet, and so either someone's going to need to handle this interaction, which Cherry could probably do, or someone's going to have to let Eva know.
I feel like Pete would have been on watch even if nobody needed to be in the cockpit actively at the
Yeah.
moment. Like, he could watch a drill pretty easy.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I feel like Pete would be
yeah.
up there and he'd be responding first, probably. Like, give Cherry a break.
Sounds good. Yeah, I was gonna say because there always needs to be a hand at the controls, and
Yeah.
particularly like the transition from even the transition from drill space to real space would have to be like manually initiated, or
Yep.
transferred. So yeah, Pete can.
But yeah, I feel like he'd be there anyway, on the exit of the drill, just in case of combat, just like his combat instincts.
Yeah, makes sense. So how would he handle this this hail and request for stating of business?
Yeah, he'd probably say, "This is the Swallowtail, recently out of Lahainu Da, carrying cargo of refugees and supplies, headed for Phyllis." What was the organization that Cherry's mom is part of?
Uplift.
Chartered by Uplift.
Okay. I'll need to do a routine cargo inspection then. Shouldn't take long. And,
Do you have a boarding tube to connect to the hatch, or do we need to heave to somewhere?
Yeah, we can use your airlock, no problem.
Ben, you said these are fighters. That's like assault shuttle kind of gear.
Yeah, so
Are you sure these are fighters?
well, you'll see.
It's a super
Um,
carrier.
it's fine.
Okay.
So one of the permission to approach and board Swallowtail.
Clear.
All right. And one of the signals approaches, and as it comes into visual range, yeah, the sensors were kind of confusedly identifying it as a fighter because it did kind of fall in the range of fighter hulls, but it looks the ship is shaped like a giant person.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, you did
But
not, Ben.
But it's it
What?
looks like a
What hell is this?
Viking warrior in full battle regalia,
Why?
all in gleaming space age plating, and
You did not make Havario the Macross Robotech
He didn't.
sect planet, did you?
No.
He did not. That was the previous GM.
it was.
I can't believe you're keeping it though.
Why? Okay. Okay. Sorry, that just gets me cringe. But go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I don't get the Macross Robotech reference, so maybe I've got some reading up to do.
Memes. Literally
Oh,
in the
memes?
memes channel. That's what I posted. Like, no joke, that's what Robotech / Macross is 99% of, is you have these humanoid looking robots that transform back and forth to fighter craft.
That's
Like,
funny. So they're Transformers
literally,
but planes.
yes, but they're actually piloted by a human pilot.
Wait, I thought they were just Gundams.
That's exactly what that is. Gundam is just another thing.
If I
Please don't
remember
say
right,
that's Gundam.
no, if I remember right, the original, and I don't know if Ben is keeping it this way, were more statue-like and less transformer-like.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
statues of people as ships.
Okay, that's still kind of cringy.
just
Cringy.
wait
Well,
He's
cringy or
until
not,
old, the 18th, flying through space. Somebody blows his arm off. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, anyway, sorry.
wait until, or hope Ben doesn't remember the very special one
Jesus.
that.
Oh, don't put me, Dex. I remember.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I haven't decided exactly where you guys will encounter that one yet, but
Thanks.
yeah. So anyway, this apparent mech, it's flying. It's got thrusters coming out of his palms and feet, Iron Man style, and as it approaches the ship, it twists and slows itself down using the same thrusters and comes to rest. Its hands and feet clamping and kind of magnetizing to the hull of the ship as the head, it basically like puts its head to the airlock and is able to form a seal like at the base of the neck, and then you get the knock at the airlock door.
People meet him there, of course.
Okay. Yeah, and so this is the pilot embarks on your ship. He's dressed in like a skin tight kind of flight suit looking thing, but carrying a data slab and says, "Yeah, thank you, Swallowtail, for cooperating. This should go smoothly. We've dealt with these uplift ships before. Just hadn't recognized yours. So
The main uplift ships are one of them is damaged by pirate action, actually. So we were contracted as an urgent delivery. So
yeah, I heard about that. That was nasty business. And
Is Cherry nearby, by the way?
she could be. I don't. I'm assuming Pete wouldn't have necessarily kept it secret. The ship's about to
nah,
get
he
boarded.
wouldn't have kept it secret. He'd like shut off a message to the crew.
Yeah. Cherry would have wanted sort of PR, if that makes sense, for the crew. She would have wanted to be there to hear this. If everyone's okay with that, sort of being retconned.
Sure.
Anyway, can she detect, I guess, how sincere this guy sounds about that, or does he sound flippant about it?
Doesn't sound flippant. He does sound genuinely empathetic toward the situation, but he it he gives off a little bit of a vibe of like, "Ooh, yeah, that was rough," and then kind of wants to quickly pivot to a different subject.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
I feel like Pete would also like. I guess they have like an equivalent of like airdrop or whatever, like transfer locally. Like, here's the manifest we have from Uplift, and if you come this way, here's where the cargo is. And just like escort the guy.
okay. Alrighty then, yeah. So he'll walk around the cargo bay, checking all the crates, marking stuff off on his data slab, and he'll randomly choose a few to pop open and glance through real quickly. Yeah. And Pete notices something on the data slab is making just a faint beeping sound as he's passing the crates. And once he's made his full round, he looks like he gets a little notification on his data slab. All right, looks like everything's in order. All checks out. Yeah, you're cleared to head to Phyllis. Can transmit this to orbital control, and you'll be good to go. He gives Pete a code, and says, "Yeah, thank you all. Have a safe trip."
Thank you. And he'll log the code in the ship's log for sending to any challenges. And escort the guy directly back to the lock.
All right. So yeah, he'll head out without a without any trouble. Disembark and then detach his mech from the hull. Blast back off into space.
I imagine there would have been more bite if there was contraband that he detected, but hey, we'll take it.
Probably so. Yeah, fortunately you guys are on the up and up, so nothing to worry about. So you are clear to go start your approach to Phyllis. And the ship is now intruder free. Yeah, when Bo made his rounds, the refugees had varying responses. Some of them were appreciative and seemed very concerned about this inspection. Um, um, one guy, as soon as Bo told him something about Harvarian inspection, he hurried to his bunk and started going through his bag, one of his bags. Um, but yeah, some of the others seemed surprised that he said, "Wait, we weren't expecting any trouble yet. As you know, as long as we settle in peaceably on Vilas, we'd heard that things were okay there, and needed lots of new hands. I don't think there will be trouble, will there?"
Keep like I told you, there shouldn't be none. But always keep your head on a swivel. You hear?
Oh, okay. And yeah, the husband and wife exchange looks, uh, concerned looks, but they have a talk with their kid about being respectful and making sure not to upset the soldiers. Right, and so with another day to stew or whatever, or relax as you approach Phyllis before the orbital control hails you. Seems there are a couple of ships, both frigate class, that are spaced out in orbit of Phyllis, and keeping tabs on both hemispheres. And the one closer to you hails and requests the clearance code, which you can easily transmit. And given,
Absolutely.
yeah. And so, let's see. So yeah, you're cleared to land near the little uplift hamp, which is about a mile outside of Torpin, the larger cities on Phyllis, and not Harvarian headquarters, but still large enough to be a center of a good bit of travel and commerce. So a good place for Uplift to set up and advertise its freely available services to any who want or need them. So you can go and land. The encampment for Uplift is it's a handful of tents. Really, there's one that has a bit of a sturdier structure built up on one end of it. Not quite. It looks like it was mostly constructed from Insta panels, but can still be broken down easily enough. But there are about a dozen staff who come out to greet you on landing, and can see they all make brief introductions before most of them getting back to work, as they've got a small line of people who've come to be seen by the medical staff. And yeah, you notice a pretty stark contrast between the Uplift staff, who are all dressed in the Loy Nuda fashion, though conservatively for Loy Nuda, still dressed in very much modern and well-maintained clothing. And the people lined up are they're dressed in, I guess, what we would probably call, maybe early 1800s kinds of clothing, and for the most part, their clothing is a good bit the worse for wear. These are not people who have, a closet full of clothing. They've got maybe a few changes of clothes, but pretty much wear what they got. And several of them have apparently come by horseback or on carts. There's a little kind of picket line that's set up outside the little tented areas where several horses are tied up. And people getting kind of some standard vaccinations and medications for some illnesses that are essentially eradicated or mere nuisances on, like Anagris and Loy Nuda, but here still quite a prevalent problem.
Just as a note of character, I do think Eva was surprised when we landed and had no idea that we'd actually gone through an inspection and made it to the planet already.
But yeah, the staff are very appreciative of your arrival. They do say that they were running low on a few things, but they'd been able to they'd been able to cut down a little bit and try to make things stretch. But this will be very helpful getting them back up to their full workload. And so yeah, two of them will start helping unload the cargo. But they'll
Yeah, they'll help them unload.
okay. Yeah, and Bo would know this city is it's a few days travel from his hometown. He knows of it. He's probably had been there before, if he were inclined to be, but definitely wouldn't have been a frequent travel destination for him or his family. And he doesn't expect to, and does not recognize any of the people here at the moment. But yeah, the unloading of supplies goes smoothly enough. The refugees do come out to to see what all get their first glimpse of their new home planet. Though they're
Real quick,
yeah.
wasn't this just one of the places as an option for these refugees, or were we taking? Because I thought we were stopping here for the medical supply drop off. I thought that the refugees got to choose if they wanted to stay here or go to another place.
Kind
Did I
of.
misunderstand that?
They pretty much already chose this, is what it was. They got to choose, and the people that we have chose here.
Yeah, there were
Okay.
a number of refugees who needed transportation off Loy Nuda, and basically you guys were like, "Hey, we're going to Phyllis, so let's take some of the ones who have chosen Phyllis."
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, they've all been there are a handful of more rural settlements that have been identified as the relocation places that these people were given options of. So you know you've been asked to drop them off at a different place, but that'll be trivial enough to fly over that way. But yeah, I still wanted to get a first look at Phyllis. The yeah the and the planet itself, it's a pretty standard terraformed Terran mandate world. It had apparently been, according to the older histories, it was close enough in the climate and atmospheric ranges that it was easy to terraform to Terran standards. So yeah, they're big on the meadow wheat and other originally Terran crops and I guess farm animals, cattle and the like. Probably been a breadbasket world at some point before the collapse. But yeah, the unloading of supplies goes off without a hitch, and the uplift staff let you know that they sign off on the completion of the delivery, so you'll be able to get paid whenever you go to the next exchange of light.
Okay.
And yeah, if you guys didn't have any other business with them, they'll bid you farewell.
Well, I guess we shouldn't try buying medical supplies from the place we just delivered medical supplies to.
Mhm.
No, as it happens, they are not for sale.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Nah, no other business, I don't think then.
Okay. Yeah. Then very good. Your next stop is the. Oh, ouch, my neck.
That's only about 3 minutes from me.
Sorry, yeah.
No, I just thought it was a good joke.
Yeah.
Dad reflex.
Yeah, sorry. Just had a sudden crick in my neck. Yeah, so your next stop is it's a more rural community that apparently Harvario is trying to build up some more as they've been building new infrastructure for Phylus. And so the destination is a little town called Fintris. I realize I didn't put in the chat the uplift encampment outside, 1 mile outside. Open. Refugee relocation. Fintris.
So how many refugees stopped Silas? All of them, or
Yes, so all of them were Phylus. They were all slotted for that. Basically, it was like Loen Uda had this deal worked out with the Harvarian government. Like, hey, if we end up with refugees, can we send them to you and have them be relocated somewhere? And Harvarian's like, yeah, sure. There's space and work available in this location or that location. So this was the one that was available. And yeah, so the ship can take off and guess go kind of low orbit to get you over to Fintris. It's just a hop and a skip in a starship.
Okay.
And
is there anywhere we can go here that would not increase Bo's, or is it all going to increase
sorry, that would not increase his what?
his panic?
Possibly.
Yes, the edge of the system.
Does I
There's
guess
certainly other places on Hovario, Paraphilus, that would have him less panicked.
is he panicking in a manner visible to the rest of the crew?
Well, his face just dropped.
Mm. Yeah, I imagine he had been kind of avoiding the subject entirely, so even if it had been told to the rest of the crew before now, Bo was probably trying to tune it out in his vein of
So
not wanting to think about going back home.
Man, I was on mute.
So
You missed
when
my.
that,
Is that what I heard hitting the floor?
so when they
Groan.
when they inform him of that, and his face visibly drops, Cherry would have. Can I roll to see if Cherry would have noticed it, or can I just say Cherry would have noticed that?
I'm fine with him or noticing it. I think in general, if something is,
Unless Bo was hoping for it to not be visible, I guess.
I feel like a good rule of thumb.
That's
I
up to
mean,
Ethan.
yeah. I
Or
guess
would
so.
Zeke have noticed it?
What I was gonna say, I think a good rule of thumb is if somebody like types something that their character does or says, or something that changes about their appearance, unless they make a point of saying, this is they're trying to hide this or this is being done privately. I think it's a fair assumption that like it's fair game for whoever wants to say that their character would have noticed that.
Cherry would have elbowed Zeke. Hey, Zeke, pay attention.
Hey Zeke, pay attention.
What? Sorry. What?
Your friend, Bobo.
Hobo?
Bo. Bobo Bo.
Oh, Bo. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. He real well, as far as spectrum of emotions that he has availability to himself, he looked very concerned when we mentioned where we're dropping the refugees. Since you guys are like knife throwing buddies or whatever, could you like check on him or something? Like, you don't even have to really like check on him. You could just be like, hey man, is there like a risk taking these refugees here? Do you know something we don't know? You know, whatever like the guy equivalent of checking on somebody.
Sure. I mean, yeah. If that's something you think needs to be done now,
Like not like now, like not here, but like soon and very soon, but like not here. Maybe ask him if you could, like say, hey, Bo, could you help me find some snacks in the kitchen? Like that. I don't know. Like just get him away from everyone else. Ask him.
yeah, I could probably make that happen.
All right. Cool. Thanks. I'm sorry, I did lower the volume of my voice when I said that, but she would have said
Okay.
so. What does Zeke do to get Bobobo off this?
Oh, I was gonna say he's already gone, so you didn't have to worry about him like hearing it. He has gone back to his room and he is checking and rechecking weapons that are already like perfectly clean and maintained.
Zeke's in his room too.
Just double in.
A lot of weapons you got there, bud.
Oh,
How does
just
someone checking their weapons respond to somebody suddenly being in their space when they weren't expecting them to be?
I was gonna say, Black Betty is reassembled in seconds, and then nearly pointed at him. Says, "Oh, let's see, yeah, just doing some of the daily maintenance."
Would he have pointed it at him or no?
He is in the process of it by the time he realizes who has popped into his room.
Sherry thinks maybe you know something about these people and what we shouldn't do with them.
The people?
Yeah, the people. Told me to come check on you. And maybe you had feelings about it. I don't know. I wasn't really listening.
Somewhere on the ship, Terry feels the urge to groan inwardly, but doesn't know why.
They're such the frat boys duo.
Oh, it's here's, I guess, about the same as anywhere else on Phyllis. Don't know that much had changed, town to town. This is where they're supposed to be dropped off, isn't it?
That's what I thought. I mean, they can't complain too much. We got them there. Right here, right?
Yeah, I guess if that's where they want to be, but I don't know how long they'll be happy being here.
Why do you say that?
Well, it's all part of a planet being controlled by the Havarians. Ain't exactly a amusement park.
Sorry, you kind of broke up there. What did you?
I said it's all a planet being controlled by them Havarians. It ain't exactly an amusement park.
Were they expecting an amusement park?
I imagine they ain't exactly expecting the red carpet, but I hope these folks know what they're getting into. I've tried to tell them well enough, but a little late to be going anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't like having all these kids around. I prefer them to just get off of the ship.
Oh, kids are all right. Even if they did clean me out in Game of Jacks.
They're just dirty.
Well, that's just kids for you.
Yeah, but like they touch things they're not supposed to.
Well, I mean, their defense, we touch a bunch of stuff we ain't supposed to. And Dirty describes Eva, I'm guessing, about every day of her life. Except the ones Cherry has her way with.
Well, fair enough. Can't play darts with them around.
Oh, they're getting pretty good at darts.
Wait,
Yes.
they're playing darts?
Yeah, Cherry and Eva didn't like it none. I don't know if Pete was all that thrilled. I made sure not to play if he was around. They're getting pretty good.
Quit blowing holes in my ship.
They have to pay the tax for missing the board?
Oh yeah, they was making that up by beating me at Jack's. I think we came out about a wash though.
Gambling with children.
Welcome to the Swallowtail.
Yep.
Hey, it's
Oh, the children were having to pay into the cuss jar or whatever for missing.
Miss Jar.
better than sending them to an orphanage.
Goodness.
It may or may not also be a spy training academy.
Oh my word, Ben.
Fair, okay.
That's early Brother Nick ism.
I had forgotten about that.
I'm guessing there was actually I'm missing some context here.
It was not actually a thing. It was an idea that Brother
Ethan
Nick
had.
had. Yeah, that Ethan had and wanted to have Brother Nick present to the crew, but it was That was one of the. I think that was one of the earlier incidents that had us ban children from being involved in in anything serious in the campaign.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, no, we're not. No, we're not going to start an orphanage and train the children in said orphanage to be our eyes and ears.
Yeah. Get spies. Spy kids.
I mean, it was good enough for Sherlock Holmes. Are we better than Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, apparently they want to be better than him or something. So, who am I to say?
They made 3 whole movies about why having child spies is a good idea.
Only
And
3?
an entire TV series.
That's oh goodness. That's a
And,
little much.
I was gonna say,
Did they really do a Spy Kids TV show?
I don't know about that one, but there is a Disney sort of, it's like Casey Undercover or something like that.
Oh, well, there you go. That's 2 whole pieces of Disney media explaining why it's a great idea.
I was gonna
Oh,
say there are
gosh.
only how many
The
different
pinnacle.
Disney shows or other cartoons that have the same premise.
I'm watching Umbrella Academy right now, and that's the same thing.
Oh,
But
gosh.
that's
Kids
not
gonna
saying
have
it's a
fun.
good idea. But that's not saying it's a good idea, Avery. My goodness.
The Umbrella Academy is about how kids are definitely not affected.
Definitely not. Definitely not affected. All right, moving on.
Yep.
Yeah, so back to the stars of that number sector. Yeah, there's definitely like 17 spin-offs that have come out of Loy Nuda of the Spy Kids and related franchise.
Oh no.
Maybe that's what Brother Nick was briefly considering, what it inspired his thought. Anyway, back to the point. We had Bo and Zeke having a moment talking about teaching kids to throw knives and gamble.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to get any more inappropriate than that. We can leave it there. I was thinking about how to round off the trifecta, and like, we just might as well not.
Coward. No, I appreciate that.
And yeah, I guess Bo wasn't gonna willingly divulge much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Try to play it cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Cherry
the
would have
friend is
just been
true.
worried
True.
about like possible danger at this location.
Oh,
Like the touchy feely things would have been important, but she also would have been like, "That's I don't know what that look means. Does that mean we should be extra careful? What is it?"
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess not feel like it's particularly more dangerous than anywhere else on Avorio. Or Wireless again. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So does that satisfy Zeke's mission to check on Bo?
yeah, I think he checked all the boxes and did exactly what he was supposed to do. As far as he knows.
All right. So I guess reports that to Cherry.
That was not a part of his instructions.
Barry didn't
My
want to
man.
know any of this info. She sent Zeke together.
Yeah, she just wanted Zeke to know.
I'm sensing that Zeke is based off of those programmer husband memes. You know the one I'm talking about with the get eggs?
Yes.
Exactly that.
Yeah, pick up a gallon of milk, and if there's eggs, buy a dozen.
Yep. That's Zeke. Okay.
Oh my. Um. All right. So Zeke goes on about his business. Has the ship already taken off at this point to make its way over to Fentress?
Uh, yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. Then yeah, it's a quick hop and a skip over, and before long you're landing in an open field. It's been cleared for landing. Next to a couple other ships, Harvarian frigates. And spot a couple of the kind of Viking warrior styled mechs walking, one walking through the town, some short ways away. It's a much smaller town than the city you'd been landed a mile outside of before. That one had even had I may have neglected to mention that other one even had a couple of smokestacks.
Ooh, smokestacks. We are moving up in the world.
But no, this little town, nothing like that. It's very much, judging by the surrounding fields that stretch often a good way into the distance. There's some forest near the horizon in one direction, but mostly farmland. Looks like an agricultural town, and has seems to be expanding. There are on one edge of town, actually, pretty close to this landing field that you've been granted landing space in. There are a couple of larger buildings that can't help but stand out against the rest of the town. Looks like uh, they've attempted to style them to match the other buildings in the town, but they are notably larger and something just a little off about the aesthetic. And look like they're sort of like housing condos, not condos, like almost like apartment complexes.
Would it look like a modern building that had like a sod front built made to make it look like it's an old building slapped on the front?
Yeah.
But it,
Yeah, I guess kind of. Maybe slightly better executed than that, but it's like it's built like with some of the older timey, aesthetics and materials, but it's clearly like it's just a larger building and a different style of building than ever would have been built, so it just clearly doesn't fit. It's like people would build single homes and like a general store kind of building and like schoolhouse and stuff like that. They wouldn't have built a large 30 unit complex that's you know built to house a bunch of people in a relatively small space. But there's bit of a welcoming committee. Seems one person looking very official with in a Harvarian uniform, but introduces himself as the administrator of Ventress.
Has Eva in her studying? There's a bit for you to read in Roll 20, Ben. Has
Okay.
Eva in her studying gotten a clear enough idea of how this occupation works and basically to know who the administrator is and what he does?
That's a good question. Can you give me an administer check?
All right. With intelligence?
Yes, please.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say she was able to gather enough to surmise that the Harvarian occupation has pretty much supplanted the former Philian administrative hierarchy, such as it was before. It had largely been smaller kind of nation states, been broken up a good bit. All happy to live in relative peace with each other, but you know, more or less individual. And when Harvario came in, basically abolished those various nation states, governments, and put in their own administrative bureaucracy to get things running in a more unified manner. And so yeah, this administrator, that's a pretty generic and low ranking term. It's just someone who does run a community. It's pretty much one of the lowest rankings that has kind of governing authority in any of these places. So yeah, it looks like there's a good bit of Roll20 I've been overlooking. But yeah, I don't know if that entirely answers the question, but yeah, this guy would basically be running this town.
Notably relevant to the question was that Eva had at some point begun diving into everything that she could get about Phylos and the Harvarian occupation here, and also probably tried to get schematics for the mechs. I don't imagine she was terribly successful.
Yeah, no, she wasn't able to find anything for that. But yeah, she did get a her, at least her first pass was very clear. Phyllis is completely subordinate to Harvario, and there's really no indication that any Phylians have been given roles of any authority in the new administrative structure. There was a bit about a period where that had been attempted, but she didn't get very deep into reading about the history of some of the unrest and a couple of uprisings early on in the history of the occupation. But
Get to read about some lady named Nero.
yeah, true that.
Yeah. I think Nero would end up being one of those backfilled folk hero, if anything. Like, she wasn't a big deal in her time when she was here, but later events might have.
yeah, might have influenced things.
Yeah, kind of, oh, she was here, and then it gets embellished.
Yeah.
Although, how much of that would actually get out, who knows how much censorship Vario. I guess Ben knows how much how much Harvario censors.
Yeah, generally not a lot makes it to kind of interstellar news channels. And
Yeah, figures.
as you've gotten a hint of this, that that access to Phylus is restricted, so not just anybody can come and go as they please. You had to have specific authorization to approach and then land here.
You know what? Actually, that is a very good point. I didn't even think about that. At some point, I'll do it after we finish with the administrator. I've sidetracked us enough already. So yes, the administrator is in front of us. Oh, does recognize the administrator. Interesting. Um, and is something expected of us as he addresses us, or is it just kind of a stand and listen type thing?
Oh, anything expected of you? No, not particularly. He was wanting to come and welcome. He'd received word that there were some refugees coming to be relocated to Fentress, and wanted to introduce himself, welcome them to his community.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, his demeanor seems to be pretty pretty chill. I mean, he's professional and not particularly warm, but you know gives a short little spiel about the uh, the community and its rapid progression and growth that they're going through right now. That it's one that's expecting some additional infrastructure in the near future, as the Harvarian engineers turn their focus to adding infrastructure to connect this community more directly to the nearest city proper, and that they are working to increase their agricultural output to better serve the needs of the both Phylus and Harvario.
Is Eva taking notes?
Um,
I'm assuming Eva might be pretty enough for that, or she might just rely on.
you're breaking up a little bit. Can you repeat that?
I said I could assume that Eva is nerdy enough to take notes during this, but she could also just be relying on her.
Well, I think it's actually more problematic than taking notes. She, of course, did do some studying, and so there might be an opportunity where she corrects him.
Oh, the administrator.
Yeah.
My.
That's
Would it
always a
would it
great
actually
idea.
be would it actually be something like needing correction though, or would it just be her looking for the opportunity to show that she knows what's going on?
No, she doesn't challenge just to be like, haha, I know this. She does keep her corrections to when she legitimately thinks that she knows better, even if she's wrong. Um, the only, I mean, he's basically just told us how things are so far, and the only place where I think she might even have any thoughts would be in their plans for the agricultural infrastructure connection. That's really the only place where it isn't just, hey, this is what we're already doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you want me to roll on that, Ben.
Um,
I don't
yeah,
know if
I
it's
think
important enough for a roll.
yeah, I guess that's I'd say that's up to you.
How about I do a an intelligence or a wisdom connect?
Can I roll to find out who this is I know?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, sorry, I was being a little coy, I guess. So Bo is
You
I
monster.
I I answered that question and then realized I should probably be clarifying exactly how close Bo is getting to
okay.
these proceedings and how he's presenting himself before I tell you much more. It like is he showing up like you know the rest of the crew? Is he trying to keep some distance and hide his face? How's he?
I guess he's there with the crew, but ball cap and shades. He decided the hoodie on all the time was going to be too suspicious,
Good
and
call.
I guess trusting that it's been 4 years and he looks pretty different by this point.
Okay.
And I guess also his forged papers, if anybody does ask. There's a lot of bows.
Oh, yeah, those about those forged papers. We never did get to touch on those, did we?
Uh,
Oh
Um,
no.
I I joked with you because you listed those off, and I was like, one of these things is not like the others. Um, like, oh yeah, he's gonna buy meta tools, some Lazarus patches, oh, and some forged identity papers. um,
All in a day's normal
Just gonna
shopping,
need
Ben.
some eggs, some milk, some heavy whipping cream, some
yeah,
shotgun shells, some grapes. If they got
couple
any
detonation
grapes?
charges.
Uh, yeah, you know the usual.
Standard supermarket fare.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to spend a long time establishing everything about those, but I guess I'm okay with the idea generally um, with those being something you can get done. Um, I would have liked to see. I don't know if I kind of want to ask for a role for that sort of thing. So it's not just like pay a few credits and it's a done deal. Since that is an illegal activity.
Mhm.
So go ahead since this is potentially about to become significant. Go ahead and roll me a connect check. Unless you think Bo would have made use of one of his crewmates' skills in acquiring these forged papers.
Um, I think he might ask somebody else, knowing his own limitations and how much is riding on this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who do you think he would have gotten to help him find somebody to forge him some ID? I guess, um, presumably. Well, yeah. I think on Loe Nuda, it'd be possible to get forged papers for one of the other surrounding systems, if whichever he chose. Assuming this goes well enough, you think it would be Cherry?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So, in that case, let's get a roll from Cherry. Connect check. With charisma.
Did you
Bless you.
ask?
Hmm.
I'm asking Ethan. Did Bo ask?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a bit of a revisiting slash retcon for what would have taken place during the maintenance period on Lemonida.
Hmm.
Okay, nice. Got a 9. So yeah, she could have hooked him up with somebody who would be willing to forge him some papers. It's a nice little non-violent crime. No real nice victimless crime. So yeah, Bo gets himself an identity. Did he have a home planet of preference?
I used to go with Anagris. He'd spent the most time of anywhere else there.
Okay.
So he felt like that's a place he could keep up a pretty plausible alibi for.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll let you come up with the name and other significant details of those credentials. But yeah, then we'll say he's got some forged identity papers that will pass a cursory inspection and potentially even a more serious one if it comes down to it. All right, and he is disguising himself. So
And Eve is being a big distraction by being actually engaging and you know, correcting only when he's truly and properly wrong.
Oh boy.
yeah. All right, then
Cherry will actually ask the guy at some point if she can get word in was if they serve kind of coffee on this place.
if they serve any kind of coffee, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
tea.
He would say, yes, there is both coffee and tea, and can you can buy either at the saloon.
But who is this he?
Yes, who is this he? So, this man introduced himself as Thorfinn, but this man Bo recognizes as the one who had been brought in to administer Fentress in the very early days. He's the man stands out in his memory because when he first saw him, it was at the head of a detachment of Harvarian troops, including a handful of mech pilots. And he had seen footage that had been broadcast all over the planet of this man being one of a couple of dozen who were, appointed in a ceremony that had been made a big to-do about, and tasked with ushering in a new age of civilization on Phylus, and shepherding the unification of Phylus and Harvario. Bo, I would say Bo that does not remember doesn't have any memories of this man having done any specific things himself, any sort of acts of violence or oppression that could be laid at this man's feet directly. But he does represent to Bo the takeover of his hometown.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed.
We're about to have a snap and Bo kills somebody.
So, unbeknownst to Cherry, because she is absorbed in Fairyland, she is, once Eva had kind of cleared off, she's going to start asking the dad for some local places that he would want us to go to, because she's trying to blog
Danielle,
about all the.
you're cutting out a good bit. I'm not sure if your threshold is too low. Because it's kind of cutting out in the middle of some words, but I think you were talking about asking
I
about
put it
places.
way farther down. Anyway, so I was just gonna say she's not gonna realize Bo's attitude change, shift, whatever you want to call it, and she's gonna
Okay.
start asking this guy if there's anywhere he recommends going, and she's trying to put together a travel vlog for this place, and yada yada yada.
Okay.
So I guess that's my way of saying Cherry would not notice. Anybody spiraling.
Low explosion.
Yeah, he'd mentioned that they're starting to build a new grain silo on the other side of town to a lot more of their processed grain, and that they're having to expand the town borders a bit to make room for a train station within the next few months. He starts going on and about that, but that they're wanting to be sure to preserve the traditional feel of Fentress. That especially the downtown is going to they're making an effort to preserve that.
Oh no, invaders talking about historical preservation.
Yeah, the bar / saloon that he had referenced is a key one. He says that's a key gathering place for the community, and that it's certainly worth a stop in, showing the spirit of Fentress.
All right, she'll tell him thanks, and they'll see about heading that way soon.
Okay. All right. Meanwhile, Administrator Thorfinn is shaking the hands of each of the refugees, reading their names and glancing at their relocation papers. And a couple of his attendants are, offering to help them with baggage and stuff. He turns and gives instruction to one of the two guards that's there with him and to go and make double check that their apartments are all ready and to make sure to get the keys for them. He says, "Yes, we should be. I believe we're ready to move you in today. Just need to go have the keys fetched," and sends the guy running off. Meanwhile, how is Bo holding up? Given the mental save that he seems to have failed.
He has missed, I think, basically all of the details of this conversation on recognizing the guy. And there's like tinnitus in his ear, just that ringing noise as he begins to race through a bunch of different things mentally. So he remembers where he's seen this guy, and he starts to think through the steps for how he would shoot somebody in this type of situation, and picking off the heads of or where the attendants are located, figuring out how many of them that he could shoot and make a getaway. As a bunch of different memories of the occupation and the takeover flash through his head, and he hears what he always thinks about when he's about to take a shot, of his dad's reminder of just breathe, visualize, and easy on the trigger. And picturing that that when the guy comes to shake his hand, putting the gun underneath his chin.
Oh man.
And
would
thinks,
he... Go ahead. Sorry.
Thinks back to what he had told Cherry on the bridge and said, "I'll take out my anger on the people who deserve it."
No.
Mhm.
Well, that was not what she meant.
But then kind of quiet down as he thinks of her talking just before that, saying, "Don't take out all your anger on us." And looking and seeing that the kids and the refugees are still right there. And kind of slowly, coming back to himself. And realizing that his hand had been already slipping inside the hidden pocket of his jacket where Black Betty currently is.
True.
Ethan, do you think it would be reasonable for Pete to recognize signs of Bo's distress in this case?
Yeah, I think that he could. pick up on that of like him basically dissociating, and also just the steps, or him going through that mental checklist of making a sudden attack.
Yeah, paying entirely too much attention to the guards and the the
Yeah.
mech walking in the near distance, and the hand reaching into the coat.
I think Pete would just lay a hand on his shoulder. Just no words, just lay a hand on his shoulder. Not restraining or anything, just a friendly hand on the shoulder.
Applying proprioceptive input now.
Eh. No, I feel like Pete would recognize and empathize with the feelings of dissociation. Like, this wouldn't be a trigger for him, but he would empathize and reach out to touch Bo and just give him a chance to center himself.
Yeah, because Pete has a little history with Harvario.
Yep.
Oh man. Okay. That happened. Oh no.
No. It was supposed to be comforting.
I was gonna say, I'm sure a robot hand on his shoulder is exactly what would be coming right now.
That's what I had thought. Yeah. That Bo feels the hand on his shoulder while he's kind of coming down, only to look over, and he doesn't see Pete in that moment. He sees a scout drone from the Havarians. And
boy.
he'll, I guess, I think while keeping just enough composure to maybe not cause, or hopefully not cause a scene, he will pretty forcibly, swat Pete's hand away before kind of catching himself again.
Would this be the kind of loss of composure that would like when he comes to, would he realize he's potentially causing a bit of a scene and want to clear out, or how's he going to handle once he kind of catches himself?
I guess that he'd come back to himself, but I don't know, kind of think that walking away or doing anything more would draw more attention, and hoping that administrator and anybody else's eyes are elsewhere, and just kind of go back to standing and waiting with the rest of the group.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think that's a good note to end the session on.
Oh no!
Cliffhanger. Mean GM cliffhanger too.
Cliffhanger? What do you mean?
But you didn't say if it was out of sight, out of mind, or no.
Well, I guess that
You
remains.
did your roll, and that's a great place to end the session.
Then that's exactly what he
cliffhanger.
means by cliffhanger. Then Ben, you just answered your question.
Violated the law.
That's just a D20. That doesn't mean anything.
Right. Absolutely.
When the GM is so pleased with himself that he snorts.
Uh-huh. Snorts himself silly too.
Yes.
Is that what the kids are calling cocaine these days? Snorting so silly.
Wow, dude. Um,
If it is, your
You
husband's
there.
on a lot.
yeah, unhand that that VI. Oh man, that's like that's like in the vein of like accidentally stepping on a chicken, and then the guards are like, "Stop, murderer!" Oh dear. All right, yeah, we are at 11:30 something though. I will say, and that neither the administrator nor his remaining guard seem to have taken particular note of Bo's swatting Pete off his shoulder. Yeah, they
What, does his ex-girlfriend show up?
wait, what?
I was trying to figure out what this surprise event is that's going to happen.
Oh, I guess you'll just have to wait and see.
It is clearly
worry,
the
guys.
administrator thinking that Eva's ideas are wonderful and they should just hire her.
Mhm.
Or pay her 1,000,000 credits just for having the idea in the first place.
Totes.
You guys are making a lot of assumptions about what rolling an 18 on a d20 would mean in this context.
I think 1,000,000 credits is fair for an 18.
Because that captain deserves a wind cutter.
I don't think she'd really know what to do with the wind cutter.
Oh, she would know what to do with it.
Oh yeah, no.
Take it apart to understand how it works.
Oh no.
I say she would have so many ideas about what to do with
I
the
would
wind
love
cutter.
to see you write up a situation in which Nero and Eva meet each other over a wind cutter.
Oh no. You know how that would go. Eva would start talking and Nero would do what she wants to do and walk away.
Even be trying to take it apart.
That's true.
I don't think that would go
Yeah.
well.
I am starting to really look forward to playing these characters. I still want us to do a session or two or however many with the old crew very badly because we left it so open ended for more adventures.
For sure. For
But
sure.
anyway, this is already developing into some interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We'll see how interesting it gets. I don't know if Bo and Zeke are the ones narrating it. It might not get very interesting. I just be like, yeah, normal bro stuff.
Goodness. All right, Dex, you're up first.
Oh, am I? All right.
Graves.
The apology. The apology scene, and it's awkward middle, skating cleanly to an awkward ending.
Nailed the awkward landing.
Certainly did.
Nicely said. All right, Ethan, what about you?
Zeke's checking in. That was exactly what Jerry had asked him to do.
It was exactly it, right?
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that was solid. She did not ask him to report back. All right, Robert.
Backstory for Bo.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
or
But
both
also, you
going.
know, Pete helping. That
Pete
that turned out to be
Keep
funny.
forgetting yet again that he's a robot to everyone around him.
I mean, come on, how easy would that be to remember?
I mean,
How many years is this gonna take you to adjust? Come on.
And remember that for some time before this party started, he was not a robot to one of the people he was around.
Mm.
Eva
Talking about
enabled
Eva?
him.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say
Mixed
what
messages.
I'm hearing is that Eva enabled the delusion.
Or
Oh,
she
it's great.
supported the truth.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He thinks he's people.
Oh my goodness. Perfect quote.
All right, Avery.
I mean, I like Kavari and Voltron. I don't know about the backstory, but
Kavari
there's
and
potential
Voltron
there.
potential.
What I learned is there is a possibility that we could get a Voltron.
Man, yeah. See, this is funny because I personally am very poorly versed in like Gundam, Voltron,
Oh my
Robotech,
word.
whatever it was called. Any of the like various humanoid mech.
Gundam was one of my
I don't know,
earliest
franchises.
obsessions.
Power
My God.
Rangers?
Yeah, I guess even Power Rangers had some of that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
I don't know, like I just managed to miss all of that, like because we never watched cartoons except like reruns on Saturdays sometimes, and so we just kind of saw whatever there was. And
I was obsessed with Gundam Wing and Zoids. Does anyone remember Zoids?
oh, wait a second,
Loved
Zoids.
Zoids.
Zoids
Okay,
was
that.
amazing.
Wait a second. Yeah. No, I definitely saw some Zoids. Not enough to not like we watched the show, but like whenever we saw an episode, like that definitely had my attention. Because those were like the
Yes.
kind of the animal
Yeah.
ones, right? Yeah, like those were pretty dope.
Gundam Wing was great though. I will stand by that.
I feel like we had a Zoids toy too. Anyway, we digress. Let's see, where are we at?
He digressed greatly. Is the next one?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess we are to me. I'm gonna say Bo resisting his darkest urges. Maybe barely resisting would be a better way to put it. And I think also that gotta have an honorable mention to teaching to Bo teaching the refugee kids to throw knives and gamble.
Bro, school of hard knocks.
Yeah, that definitely that was another high point for me. Gotta corrupt the youth wherever you can.
Both Brother Nick and Bo believed in educating the youth. They just had very different ideas on what that should look like.
Yo. All right, Danielle, brings us to you.
My favorite. I think My favorite was definitely Bo's character development, or maybe just learning more about Bo. I don't know if he developed much. I think he did, but I might be overstating.
Hmm.
Could you hear all of that, or was my mic breaking up?
Nope, you're good.
Yeah.
If anyone accused him of character development, he'd probably call him a filthy liar. But what were you going to say,
so
Ethan?
Oh, I was gonna say he did not shoot the guy on sight, so that is definitely character development.
Growth.
that counts for Bo. Yeah, Bo's character development. That's. I think that's. Does that pretty much sum up what you were talking about?
Yeah. Also finding out Bo likes kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he and Eva will end up having a bunch of grease monkey children together. I was laughing when, like, Bo. I can't remember exactly how it went, but basically When
Bo
Zeke
said
said
something,
kids are
and
dirty,
Zeke was like, "Oh yeah, like I agree with you." Totally misunderstanding why Bo said it. Was like, "Oh yeah, I agree with you," but his reason being, "Oh yeah, because those little kids are, dirty little hands grubbing in places they shouldn't be." And Bo's like, "What? No, kids are great." Oh, that
I
was
love
that was a fun one.
they're so dirty. Well, that's Eva on any day of the week. Just like,
That's true.
right under the bus.
Ain't nothing wrong with some good honest dirt.
These are your
Except just
grubby,
dishonest
dirty
grease.
tools that you keep in your bed. See, maybe an unfair depiction of Eva. I'm not sure. But
No, that's how
There's a-
I've depicted it.
okay, good.
I have myself said, yes, there are tools on her bed, and they're not clean.
Oh man.
Dear.
As somebody who used to have to help Ben like clean the like grease and like oil and dirt dust from his warehouse jobs out of his clothes, I just like get a visceral reaction to that. It's like, on the bed
Grease
sheet.
bed.
Yeah,
I
none
think-
of the sheets.
I think she's just like, she goes to bed while carrying something that she was working on to put it away, and she gets into her room and she thinks about something else she can do. So she sits down on the floor, just cross-legged, and starts tinkering with it. And she needs somewhere to put the tools that she's using. And hey, there's a shelf right there.
I'm
It's
not
her
sure
bed.
what spectrum this is on, but
So
there's
many
No.
10mm sockets have been lost.
if you sit on it, it clinks from all the little things
Oh,
rolling
my.
around.
Yeah, true. Oh, so wait, let me clarify here because this is significant. Is this the bed she actually sleeps in, or is this the bed in her room that she doesn't actually use to sleep in?
Oh, this is the bed in her room that she doesn't actually use to sleep in. Wait, does she ever sleep in a bed?
Oh my gosh.
I
She
don't know where
does.
When Pete tucks
She
her
does
in.
when Pete tucks her in, yep.
So
That's true.
that
I'm just
bed is
imagining Pete like getting a magnet and attaching it to his hand and just like sweeping the bed every now and then to get all the loose metal bits up.
Well, now I'm imagining that if somebody else takes her to bed and tucks her in, even if not carrying her, even if they're walking her, she's not the most aware person, and so she probably wouldn't even realize if she's put into a clean bed that's not in her room.
Hmm.
So just walk her to a clean bed, and hey, she's sleeping clean for a night.
Oh my goodness.
True.
Did we decide on a layout, by the way?
It looks like it.
Yeah, I got 2 thumbs ups. One from Robert and one from Dex for that Ornithor class, that kind of isometric view of that ship.
Mhm.
No, I thought we'd settled on that one.
That I was gonna say that had been my memory from last time, that we had at least verbally seemed to all prefer that one. So just wanted to double check. So I don't know if I'll get it done by next time, but I'll try to at least, it's not going to be anything too fancy, but at least get like a couple different the couple different floors and the rooms that are accessible. Get kind of uh, a rough layout, and we can kind of tweak room sizes and stuff as we go.
Can we get it to not be isometric?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This
Okay.
is gonna provide like a reference for me, but it would be like top down floor layout of, it kind of looks like three different floors to me, and there's
Sweet.
there's ladder access up and down that's in the front.
Other random question. What is everybody else's XP at?
33.
33, yeah.
33?
That's the other thing I was going to do. I was going to sum up all the XP.
Yeah, you can probably just take our summation, since we all agreed 35.
I thought it should be 34.
Oh, is that what you?
So I legitimately
did.
was like, oh no, I did like one too many. And do we add another one tonight, bringing us up to 33, or is it 34 after tonight?
It's 33 after tonight.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, 35.
I guess I was.
No.
And I'll double check that when I go and sum up everything in character development.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna head to bed.
All right, later, Robert.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, y'all.
Yeah, goodness, we did
Good
kind
night.
of.
Oh, and we were still streaming. Let me go ahead and end that there.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
good.